Hello! So, I just want to do a video about Dorian because Dorian is Hero of the Month. So, Dorian is the vampirism healer. I've done videos about him before. Um, like I said, so let's go look at him really quickly, but we'll kind of talk about like his uses. I've done I think I've done probably at least 2 videos on him before, but right, I said he has an ult that pretty much allows allies to recover health for damage they do. The other thing he's known for is he has this vampirism aura. So all allies that are close to him get vampirism. Usually it's pretty much similar to Nebula. It's usually just the allies like right in front and behind him. So he's kind of limited. So this does heal the whole team, but only lasts 7 seconds, and they have to do damage. And then he has this one, which does heal a single target. The hero with the lowest health, so a lot of times this will heal the tank. So he does have that, and then this is a self heal. Right, so he heals himself here, but so he's kind of interesting. He's kind of specialized. Like he's not very good as a healer. You can't just plug and play him as a healer like a lot of these healers. Like he's not Celestia or Martha that you could really just use in any team. You really have to use him in like special use cases. So like one of the common ones, you'll find teams that where you can put him behind like I said, behind like they're in front of a different hero. Like I said, so let's go find Dorian. He's right here. So, like I said, a lot of times people like to put him with Helios lines because Helios actually sits behind him. Dorian sits very far in the back, but if you put Helios behind him, Helios can actually benefit from the vampirism. Like I said, so you might have Orion here, or where's Orion? Like I said, a lot of people do that. So I actually, a lot of times when I see Dorian, I don't actually usually see Orion. Like a lot of people like this, but a lot of times it's like Orion. Like I've honestly, usually when I see Helios, I usually don't see Orion in the same. Usually I don't see them in the same team anymore. But something like this is like a line that used to be really popular. I mean, it's been a long time, and usually when you see like Helios Orion teams, usually it's Celeste that's with them. But like I said, we'll like talk about this. Another thing, like because Helios is a popular hero in general because he's pretty good versus Yasmin and a number of other heroes. Like he's really good in general. Like you might sometimes see Dorian, like said, in Helios with like he might be next to Sebastian or something. And they'll just have like they'll be running like a physical attacking team. Like said, you might have like a Yasmin or something here. Like said, like sometimes you'll see that Dorian just there in lines just to kind of counter other stuff, like. Right, like I said, so that's a lot of times you'll see lines like this. Because Dorian is really good at countering, like said, certain lines. Like let's put up a twins line here. Like Dorian could be good to counter twins lines. Like so let's just run the default like Trinity twins line here. That's usually Kane. And that's usually Oliver. Right, so we'll run this one here, and we'll see if like I can beat this with like an Dorian line. Put out some outside, probably Sebastian easier and Sebastian, especially against twins. You want Sebastian. And let's run a Jew line. Aurora. And see. Oh, we want someone for magic defense buffing. Let's put in Maya. Maya should be good. This line I think will beat the twins line. Like Trinity twins. Like Trinity twins is a really good team. But like the no team is unbeatable. But Trinity twins, like I think this will win just because Dorian makes it hard for twins to win once Lars ults, it bunches up the team, and they'll all be like getting vampirism from Dorian. So let's see how this team does. I don't know if this will work that well or not, but like I don't really see a lot of Dorian lines because he's so specialized in the lines you need to build him with. Oh, we should probably turn on auto too. Like I said, he's so like particular, like you said, because he has the same issues. Nebula is very line dependent. But he can be good. Like the other issue with Dorian is that his ult buffs physical attack, which makes him very awkward with say like Helios line because Helios is a magic user. So like I said, because he buffs physical attack. So Sebastian's down for the count, so we'll see. But they're all getting healed from the vampirism. Okay, so Lars is down, but now they're all bunched up, and now they get all this massive healing for vampirism. Like Maya, she's doing pure damage, which is actually healing. Look at all this healing, all these green numbers. Like Dorian's dead, but he's still, like I said, the healing still happens. But Celeste is also, of course, this is why Celeste is so good, because she does shut this out. But like Maya's, with the pure damage, Maya's actually doing some healing. Her ult heals. And like I said, look at all that vampirism healing. Like, that's crazy. But this might be a win just because the vampirism is going to make it really hard. Like, even with Celeste using her fire theme, it's, like I said, they're bleeding. They're bleeding. Like I said, I think this will be a win because Celeste is down, so there's going to be no more Cursed Flame once this is dissipated. And Maya will probably take it away. Yep, there it goes. So no more Cursed Flame. And Albus is going to win here. Boom. So that was a win. So that's how Dorian can help you win. And that's kind of like the main use for Dorian is that you'll use him as kind of like a counter hero. Dorian could be good versus Cleaver as well, because when Cleaver grabs Dorian with the hook, because Dorian will almost always be the far back, unless you have something like Helios behind him. There's only a few heroes in the game who sit behind him. Helios is one of them. But when Cleaver uses ult, he grabs Dorian, which will put Dorian to the front. And then the vampirism helps the front of the team, which usually the tank's the one who needs the most healing. So that ends up working. Like I said, I used it with Albus. I mean, like the Axel is a lot of times probably what you want to run, but I was using pure damage, so I'm like, well, Albus will probably be better than Axel in this case. But like I said, so that's how you won. Like I said, note, like I said, Lars didn't have Axel Patron. That's actually a bit harder to beat if Lars has Axel Patron. It might have been a loss if I had Lars Patron and Axel, and I probably should have set him up with Axel Patron for this test, but I kind of ran, like, I think probably the most standard pets, but a lot of times Axel on Lars can protect against a Jew Strike. So it probably wasn't the best line to try this with, but I just tried, like I said, just kind of want to show, like, what Dorian can do. Kind of, like, demonstrate. Like I said, but yeah, like I said, I mentioned his artifact. I should have actually done this, like, before we did that, but his artifact is a physical attack buffer. So it's super awkward because it's just, like, so it's because of his line position. It helps Sebastian, I guess, but a bit, like I said, but you know, it's super awkward. That's why a lot of times you want to use him in physical attacking teams. So a lot of people say his best combo is with Helios, who cannot benefit from the physical attack. So he's kind of awkward. That's another thing about him that's kind of awkward, but he does have his uses. He is Hero of the Month, so if you want to get him, now's a good time. Strong tab, this tab, and yeah, like I said, it's, you know, if you don't have them already, you will get them on day 7, and like I said, you will get more, like I said, get more souls if you haven't summoned them yet that way. So anyway, I hope you guys found this video informative. Thank you for watching, and check out some of my other videos. We'll see you again.